What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here, and we are back playing Warframe. So, I told you guys in the last episode I wanted to go after the Inaros quest because for whatever reason I haven't done it up to this point, and I figured we'd have a little bit of fun doing that. I'm going to be my Necros. We'll talk about him more in a second, but I do have to go in and check out the communication inbox from Baro Katir, so we'll play this and go from there.
Opportunity for you. It seems there may be a tomb hidden on that forsaken place. Tombs mean treasure, and yet sadly, my usual relic hunters are superstitious idiots who refuse to disturb this so-called sacred place. You, Tenno, however, are more pragmatic, especially when it comes to ducats. Am I right?
Alright, very simple. So let's get into it and let's go after this quest. Did it give me a location at this point? Should have. Sands of Inaros, desert. Okay, so I might be a little underleveled for this. I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be relatively easy, being the first mission of the quest line. I'm going to switch between Warframes between each mission, kind of keep things a little bit more interesting. And, yeah, stuff we can talk about during the mission when we go and perform it. So, alright.
You can feel the filth and grit in every breath. This desolate rock is the form of colony of backward-thinking sky worshippers. Their stories are worth as much as the sand around. The Grineer took pity on their miserable existence years ago, returning this so-called civilization to the sack. Yet for some elusive reason, their relics have become quite fashionable and thus valuable. Rare antiquities. That's why we're here.
Alright. Very cool. So, Baro's obviously out here for treasure, because he's, you know, that kind of guy, you know? But, anyways, this is my Necros. You might be able to tell, based on the weapons I'm using or whatever, what kind of build this currently is. It needs a lot of work, so, you know, I am very aware of that. I will talk about him more in maybe an upcoming video after I do some more work with him. But generally, the idea behind this Necros is going to be the health conversion, the stealthy health conversion frame build. So I'm obviously going to want my my armor increased drastically because I am using Despoil to use his health pool instead of his energy pool, and then I am picking up health orbs to create his armor to go up higher, and from then on, I am basically trusting in my Rock to Dark Dagger to be my melee weapon. Now, one problem that I am having is my Rock to Dark Dagger is tied with, I believe, Neramon, I believe is the one down in the bottom corner, which is going to make me invisible when I crit. The problem is the Dark Dagger, the Rock to Dark Dagger, has such a low crit chance that I'm considering changing the weapon. Now, I know that people said use the Rock to Dark Dagger because it makes it harder for enemies to see you. However, its inability to crit makes me want to change to what is it? The Hate, I think it's called the Hate, the Stalker Scythe weapon. That's the one I'm thinking of because it has a better crit chance. I think it's 20. While I know it's not the best crit weapon, it's going to still kind of tie in with my theme for what I'm going for with this Necros, which is going to be like a stealthy, you know, like assassin-y type Necros. So, I know, excuse me, I know that this build could do better, like I said, with a crit weapon. It could probably do better with other things. But like I said, I'm going to try and stick to a specific theme with this build. So maybe I'm considering when it comes to arcanes. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I considered using, I think it's trickery for stealth, being able to stealth yourself. So if I can do that with Neramon being a crit chance, you know, increaser or whatever, as well as the ability to stealth myself using Neramon, I will do so. But If you guys have any idea how to build a proper a health conversion stealth, you know, Necros or whatever, let me know. I am going to say that I understand that people believe that the Shield of Shadows build is so much better than this build. I understand, like, there's optimal this and that and blah blah blah. I personally, I don't care about optimal builds. I want to play Necros in this way. I want to play Necros as a stealthy melee, you know, type character, and that's the best way I know to do so. Save me the comments of people saying that, oh, Shield of Shadows is better, or this is outdated, or this or that. I get it. I absolutely get it. I personally just I enjoy playing you know, like alternate type builds in this game. I enjoy going against the grain of, oh, this is optimal, this is the best, this is whatever. I like playing, you know, unique builds because I find them fun to do so. So, like I said, I understand Shield of Shadows. You guys might run Shield of Shadows, and honestly, my Necros Prime is kind of a Shield of Shadows build that I'm working on. So I get it. I know he's good, and I understand, you know, why people use him. But for this specific Necros, I want to build him in a different way. So if you guys know how to do so appropriately, please let me know, because I could use some pointers, like what arcane, like I said, should I use, and what melee weapon maybe should I use. Well, like I said, I kind of want to feel this. I want to have this darker, stealthy assassin type feel for Necros. So keep that in mind when it comes to like what crit melee weapon I should use. But here we are at the Tomb of Inaros, so we'll talk about the actual story from here on out. And I am intrigued because Inaros is one of my favorite Warframes, and I don't know crap about him other than he was looked up to as like a god. He was like one of the only Warframes that were like looked up to in excuse me, in like the Orokin era. And I don't know if the Orokin liked him, like, or what, but
These glyphs, nothing but nonsense about their so-called God King.
yeah.
Inaros, is it? How quaint. The only thing heaven sent from Inaros will be the prices relics fetch at auction.
Cool.
No need to be scared. There. That's right. Shake out the sand. Remember, not all of it. And I'll tell you the story.
Tenno, what is this? How are you doing that?
Long ago, the lands of our colony were cursed. They were soaked in fear. The golden skyline would come and take our children away. Young and old alike cowered before them, afraid to lose their most beloved.
That voice! Tenno, stop this!
But then he came, the Fear Eater, the Sky Killer. He was called Inaros.
Okay, are we good? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that I didn't talk over any of that so you guys could hear it. I'm always tweaking my voice stuff depending on what missions I'm running and who is talking, and like I don't want Ortis to be going crazy and Lotus to be going crazy. So I turn down the voices from time to time. But in post-production, in editing, I'll make sure that I can tweak that up so you guys can hear it. So I will do my best not to talk over anything. But the Sacred Vessel. I know that we have to do some sort of headhunting type thing to fill these vessels or something like that. So this is going to be the first mission. I don't know if anything happens, but we will do these mission by mission, episode by episode.
A burial vessel. It will contain precious relics. There, you're not defiling a tomb. You're creating wealth. Return to your ship. We must examine this vessel further.
Alright, so I was wondering if there was going to be a little bit of, you know, hey, don't go, enemies, pop up here or there, or whatever. But, yeah, so I'll probably switch frames for the next episode. Sorry, this is relatively short. I wanted to do these episode by episode, but I know that I'm going to have to go out and try and get these headhunter targets. So we'll do that. We'll do that. It'll have to be in the next episode, like I said. But there is going to be a little bit of story after we get out of this mission, I'm sure. And we'll find out what we have to do for the next episode. But I don't want to cram too much into one episode for you guys. For you, those of you who can't watch, 20 to 30-minute videos.
I could have never foreseen this. That vessel, it contains primitive etchings that seem to be a sort of blueprint. There's a Warframe entombed there. Look at it. It's exquisite. There's an inscription. Prove you are him. Destroy the ones who oppress. Destroy who? Does this smudged glyph represent some enemy? You'll have to carry that vessel into battle and prove yourself if we are to unlock these secrets.
Alright, so I think I have to equip that, and it looks like that's a Corpus unit. I'll have to double check and see exactly which Corpus unit that's going to end up being. I may have to equip it somewhere in here, so I'll probably pull off health. I'll probably be okay. Yeah, I do. Actually, let me pull off these little guys. So we'll have to take this in, and we'll have to do that in the next episode. But I'll be, like I said, I'll be switching frames to something different. I do want to point out that this is a Tenogen Cyandana, because I like to, throw them some credit. Made by Favin and Sharky, right? Sharky? I'm pretty sure. Attachment, Cyandana. Voltara. Yeah, Favin PS and Sharky. So there's a little bit of a, good job, well done. I love the Cyandana. It's a very excellent accent, in my opinion, for a Necros. So this is my Necros. I hope you guys enjoyed him. Like I said, I am taking some feedback for Necros, and I'll even show off his other coloration. I really like this coloration. Kind of does the same thing, but it's instead of being a little bit darker, it's a little bit more like Halloween-ish. So cool couple colorations. I may do something in this one later, but anyways, those are my two Necroses. I hope you like them. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to try and go through Inaros' entire questline. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see all that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, blah!